majority. But majority who are also kind of shouting his name, there are those among them that will say, but they don't see him do it. Why? If it's about people getting their voters card, ballot paper, and vote for whoever they want in a normal democracy, as it should be, right? That shouldn't be a problem, right? It simply means it is a popularity contest. Everybody says they want to do this for you or do that for you, right? Which of them do you think their manifesto sits well with you? Which of them do you really trust? It is a clean, credible system that can separate your vote, like that can actually like sort your vote and say, those of you who feels like this person is fit, you are 20 million. Those of you who feels like this person is fit, you are just 15 million. Those of you who supported, you that received 20 million, you'll be the guy. You know, like bridging, or should I say, like jumping the entire cesspool of sharks, crocodiles, and all that, you know, filled swamp. So whether you like it or not, the way Nigeria is, it is always the criminals that will always win. So what Ken is now saying there is that, listen, if you want to say you want to stop Tinubu, then you must have a scheme that will take power away from him. So do you take that power first? Because some of them are telling them that, oh, Peter Obi should go and be Atiku's vice. So that is the one he didn't clear at the last part of the interview there, right? They said Obi should go and be his vice, so that when Atiku do 8 years, like he's already 84 years old, Peter Obi will be 63. He will be 71 years old by 2034. So by that 71, Atiku will now hand over to him. So by that design, yeah, somebody from the southeast of Nigeria will have access to power. If somebody from the southeast of Nigeria is politically disadvantaged, that's what he meant by that. Is politically disadvantaged, that such person cannot stand the election with an incumbent and win. It is impossible, according to Ken. So you need somebody. And I bet some of you have heard that before, right? You probably have heard that many times on their gist online, when the Atiku supporters will be saying the only pathway for Obi to be president of Nigeria will be to be Atiku's vice. Many of you remember Shitima. People can be that dumb, though. There are some dumb people that believe that. Okay? So, and well, since Obi said he's not desperate to be president, but he's desperate to make Nigeria work, maybe the offer will eventually be presented to him. I'm just saying, but I've heard the articulators saying that is the only pathway. You get what I mean? Obedience disagrees with, one of the obedience disagrees from the middle belt of, is it Kaduna or middle belt part of Nigeria?
A lot of things are at stake for the 2027 election. So people are crisscrossing a lot of issues up and down. But the biggest disappointment for me is Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo has risen through the support of the obedient and Peter Obi. Prior to the Peter Obi emergence, Kenneth was probably just one dude who is very intelligent. Yes, we know. But these ceaseless interviews are becoming way too many. Initially, it was, we thought that he was not comfortable with Aburi, and then he had the right to make his own comment. But going to talk that you're supporting a northern candidate at this time, when you have a Peter Obi, then I begin to question the position of Kenneth Okonkwo. But it goes down to tell you and I, who are not regular politicians, that we need to wake up, because the political tide is so unpredictable. And if we depend on politicians, we are still going to be in the same position that we were. So we need to rise up, get more engaged. Don't depend on people like Kenneth Okonkwo to give us direction. We fight for our future. We fight for what we want for this country. And what we are fighting for is that Peter Obi should be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kenneth Okonkwo or not, obedience is here to stay. Obedience movement is a strong movement, irrespective of any careless comment by any person. Stay strong, stay active, stay informed.
There are many others that were not that nice in their comments, because to them straight up, Kenneth Okonkwo is positioning himself to replace Bulaba, right? Replace Bulaba, Reno Mokri, and who else again? Those ones who were with Atiku in 2023, but right now, they are now with Tinubu, you know that. So they said Ken is positioning himself, but Ken is saying that, listen, your life depends on your 2027. So his strategy is for you to avoid tragedy in 2027. Strategy. Well, here is Ribadom, the National Security Advisor to Tinubu. He was at a gathering. Even when the news out there this week alone has reported over 40 people killed in Katsina, and then across other parts of across Nigeria, in the last 3 days alone, 72 hours. But guess what? These guys are in their own world, a different one, because they are telling themselves that a reform, Tinubu's reform is working. It's only that only the enemies cannot see it. Nigerians are groaning. Nigerians are dying, right? But to Ribadom and others, no, everything is getting better. The economy is improving. People are traveling all over the country anytime and every time they want. There's no insecurity anymore. And so, you know, like somebody will say, but what do you expect him to say? Are you for real?
Precedented. Things that have been on for decades, some of them 30 years or more, challenges that ordinarily will bring down countries, we are still standing strong. We are addressing them. You need to go around and see how things have changed. There is no part of Nigeria today you cannot move free. No part. There is no way why you can say people are in captivity. It's a lie. You cannot completely say criminals and bad people will stop what they are doing. But our ability to respond is what matters. Anywhere, anything happen in this country today, you'll be there. And you will address it, and you will reverse it, and you will change it, and you will give us back our lives. For the first time, I can assure you, they are on the run. Niger Delta is back. Sometimes we go for weeks without violence. Southeast is back. They are giving them back their lives. The economy is beginning to pick up. Even here in the northwest and north central, hitherto it used to be no-go area in many places. Now you can take your car and drive at night and go to Kaduna. Now you can go to Lokoja. Now you can go to Mina. Now you can go to Boko. You are walking. And it's not just like that. Something is happening. And there is nowhere today. You can drive to Gusau if you like. Yes, things are happening. Politicians may not want to allow Nigerians to appreciate that because they would play their politics. But don't mind them. Continue to do the right thing. Continue to secure our country. Continue to do the work for our own country. President Tinubu, as I always will tell him whatever I'm doing, I spoke to him earlier, just before coming in here. And I told him I'm coming to this event. And he said I should bring his gratitude and thanks to you. You are the reason why today Nigeria is getting safer and safer every day. And like always, on behalf of a very grateful country, we say thank you. Thank you, we are proud of you. The few politicians may not probably be saying that, but the reality is that Nigerians are feeling it in their own. Those who are living in the villages, those farmers who have gone back to their farms in probably more than 80%. Those who can do their business, schools that are being opened, little clinics that are daily opening across the country, they are the ones who know what is happening, and they are happy with the development. I'm taking my time to tell you this because to tell you, don't ever feel that people are not aware of the work you are doing. And people are very, very, very grateful. This is an event that will continue.
Nuisance Leleyi. Nuisance Leleyi. Nuisance Leleyi. Nuisance Leleyi.
I wish you have this, what do you call it, the online slap. Right now, just say, member, let us donate 1,000 slap. This one that I used to beg you to, or remind you to like the broadcast. Imagine if we have online slaps, right? After watching that, just say, everybody, can you please donate 2,000 slaps for Ribadom, wherever he is, he could just receive an like spiritual slap like that. Like this guy is confidently repeating himself, repeating that absolute trash and lie. That's the National Security Advisor for Nigeria. That is the guy they told you is an intelligent guy, right? I remember when it was the EFCC chairman with Obasanjo at the time. When Obasanjo went to go and pick him somewhere, a deputy commissioner of police or something, DIG or DIC or something, I don't know, was the junior ranking officer. Obasanjo picked him up, used him for his, his dirty job at the time, which means he's a attack dog, and Atiku is a living witness as one of those, bigger, high-profile corruption case that the Dons became popular for. Be like Daniel Rega on Twitter. Daniel Rega, that is from northern Nigeria, sort of. Have you listened to him before, by the way? Have you ever tried to listen to this idiot whenever, like, he's just talking? You get what I mean now? Like, he's from this group of wannabe intelligent people in that contraption that will come here and tell you that, listen, I'm going to mimic one now, then you can have an idea how horrible these guys are. Except for a country, a contraption like that, Nigeria, that's where people like this. Yeah? They say, do you know what he's doing? He's working. Do you know a national, a former ESCC, a former a typical idiot in Nigeria that want to sound intelligent and come like this. Do you know the work that we have done? If I begin to tell you what we have done, we won't leave this place today. Do you want me to talk? Is it about electricity? Is it about roads? Is it about empowerment? Is it about school? School children that we have given books. We have given them books. We give them sandals. Man, if I start telling you what we have done as a government, honestly speaking, we won't leave this place today. If I won't leave this place for the next 30 days, I will keep talking. I say, tell us, you haven't told us anything yet. I know you don't like us, but listen, if you know what we have done, do you know how many investors that we have invited to these states? That's what I'm asking you. Okay, let's use that. How many investors? Look at this one. Niger right. Yemkem. Honestly, you don't go. If you go to all these communities, you will see all the companies there, all the new businesses that just settled in. Chinese, all these people. I say, Baba, you only counted 2 now. Continue. Do you know how many roads we have constructed? Say how many? Hey, Egbani. Director Scott, tell him now. We have constructed. If you see road, see, Papa, tell us now. Give us figure, because this is not 2 drunk guys. at a beer parlor arguing. You are a government official. You shouldn't be telling us like, oh, everywhere, go and see everywhere. They have done so much, everywhere. Everywhere is, go. You can travel to anywhere from here to Lokoja to Kaduna. Anytime at night. Just like that. That's exactly how But guess what? If you meet an average Runuku describing this river dump for you, just take your time and go and listen to him. Not when he's reading something, no. When he's talking like that, he couldn't even make like any sensible sentence, right? And if he tried to make any sentence, right, he's going to be lying. That's why he repeats himself a lot. He will repeat himself, honestly. Everything, like that. Nigeria being led by incompetent crooks, holding sensitive, important, institutions. And the result is what? Nigeria that you have. Here is another one. This one is their Senate President, Godless Akpabio.
Legislators are not supposed to build roads. They don't understand that they are not supposed to give employment opportunities. They are not supposed to cite industries and all that. So sometimes we tend to have a lot of high turnover every election year. They will assess you by what you brought back home. And in the Senate, for the 2023 elections, we had like 80% new members. That should not be. They should not have cars. So in other words, when you go to Benue to go and oversight a project that is cited by the federal government, you should look for an Okada rider to carry you through to the place and bring you back. Another person said, when I become president, I'm going to concentrate on agriculture as a main driver of the economy. That is rhetoric. You can't have agriculture without security. If farmers are not able to enter their farms, how will you promote agriculture? But that is what the man said. You concentrate on agriculture. So some of them really have no ideas. They just come to try to deceive the public. So for me, I would say we continue to support our president, and I must thank even the opposition, my brother Chinda and others. Yes, you moderate our thoughts, but at the end we come into a consensus for the good of Nigeria. May the Parliament, may the 10th Senate, the 10th House of Representatives continue to work together for the benefit of this nation. And may the laws we make remain evergreen and change the future generations of this country.
Nuisance Lele.
That's Akpabio. They will continue to work with Tinubu, because Tinubu he has brought back, security. Therefore, he is also working to bring back agriculture for you, so they say. But here, a member of the same APC, Ebekebe, in the time of confession.
Man, if you acknowledge that angels will not descend from heaven to form the coalition, do you concede that it is sinners who make up this coalition currently, and as many have said, those who have failed Nigerians in the past?
Well, the question of failing Nigerians in the past is a subjective response. I mean, yes, people have made their mistakes, no doubt about it, but like I said, our major preoccupation now is what do we do moving forward, which is why when people begin to engage us based on, for instance, who is going to emerge as the presidential candidate. I mean, look, the whole business of forming the ADC is just starting now. Yes, there is an entity recognized by the law as a political party, but the structures are yet to be put in place. This is the negotiation going on now to put the structures in place. And the other issue related to that is the whole agenda with which we are going to confront Nigerians and seek to get their mandate, to elect us in 2027. And for many of us, this is where we will really indicate whether we are going to depart from the past or not. If it is all about painting the APC and President Aswaju bad without substantially coming up to present practical proposals that will move this country forward, I think we will be setting ourselves to repeat all mistakes and disappoint Nigerians. So, related to the whole issue of angels are not going to descend from heaven, is the acknowledgement that we must endure, we must try to do the hard work of really negotiating among ourselves, which is why, for instance, when we say everybody should suspend the declaration of ambition, we are not saying